Right, so you got me those for the thug corner. Yeah? So rosemary, bit of mint, what else?
I don't know if it's oregano or marjoram.
Cool. Right, I should get those in. So that's, oh, those three are?
They're the oregano or marjoram.
Yeah.
Sure.
3 rosemary and a mint.
Well, that's a little one.
Oh, I see. Oh, no, that'd be great. Yeah. Yeah, we'll get those in.
I don't know if that one's dead or...
No, just pass me that that rosemary, please, folks. Thank you. I'll go and take that over. You coming to help? So we're going to plant up that corner section. So this was just grass beforehand. It's a little bit close to the cows. So we want things that basically don't go too high, are pretty hardy. If I don't think the cows will be able to reach these. What are they going to go up to? A couple of foot high. So anyway, so we're going to call it Thug Corner because we're going to have mint, we're going to have lemon balm, we're going to have stuff that basically, if you don't watch out, it could go everywhere. But basically, it's just going to be kept in this corner, and I'll keep my eye on it. So we'll start off with a bit of rosemary. Those are, they're not oxide daisies, but the daisy type flowers, a bit like oxide daisy. So we'll put those in the corner, that'll look nice. And then we'll have some rosemary and mint next to them. So that's all planted up. So we've got rosemary, mint, the sort of oxide daisy type thing, marjoram, and what's that again? Oh, rosemary again. Battle of the Thugs. See which one wins. So last year from West Home Nursery, which is a really good nursery near Boston, we bought these. They're called Crazy Daisies, and they were good, but they weren't right in a pot. They were drying out too much. So we've overwintered them in the greenhouse, kept them moist, but these need a border. So the start of the main border, which although we cleared a lot last year, I mean the soil is pretty messy. We put a load of verbenas in just to overwinter here, and then the upturned turf, some of the grass is growing through it. So this is all going to be dug over, and these verbenas are going to be moved around the garden. So there's a hell of a job to get this to be an attractive border. But this is the start of it. The more plants that and flowers that we decide to have in, the less space there will be for weeds and grass. So I'm going to dig out, I'm going to put them there, I think. Dig out whatever it is down there, the nettles and whatever that is. I know that there's some rhubarb coming through there because they did have rhubarb in the main border for some reason. But it was all very old stuff. Nice for some. Just sat there. It's bloody freezing out here. Kirsten's not one for cold weather. And neither are those two either. Jenny doesn't mind. She's tough. Right, that's those crazy daisies in. Managed to split the 3 plants to 6. We only bought them August time, and yet they were really root bound in there, so that's good news in as much as I could split them 3 plants to 6, and yeah, that is pretty good. So this buddleia, when we came, was probably as high as the apple tree. It was massive. So in autumn I cut it down, well, I cut it half down and took a lot of the dead out of it. But now I don't think there's any frost forecast for about 10 days. So I think I can do the next cut. There's still quite a lot of dead in here, but I wanted it to get through the winter, and it obviously has still. There's some good growth down below there. So I'll cut this down to about fence level. I might start that later on this afternoon, but it's about 2 o'clock now and I need a nice cup of tea. Morning. Much better day today, no wind, which is nice, although I think it's coming back again tomorrow. So you saw earlier I put the what I did yesterday, got those agapanthus in there, those crazy daisies the day before. I've just put some Rebecchias that we've been overwintering in the greenhouse. There's 4 of those there, and some sort of oxide daisy type plants. I keep on saying that because I don't think they're oxide daisy. You might give me a better name for them, more accurate name for them. If you can, that would be good. As I say, they're just white daisies. What's the posh name for them, please? All you much wiser people than me, please let me know. So that little section, I think, will look pretty good. We've overwintered some verbenas that we took cuttings from here. So we're going to get all of these up and plant them around, but I'm going to put 3 or 4 of those, no, 4 or 5 of those at the back there, and then this little section is all properly planted up. So here's an update on the woodland type area. Whenever we've just come across anything that's suitable in the other borders, we've just transplanted them here, and it'll just be a long-term thing. We'll just continue to do that. So I have got some ferns coming soon, so I'd like a lot of ferns in here, but just very rough and ready. It doesn't have to be too tidy, this little section, especially with 3 dogs who keep on trampling all over it. I think this is coming along nicely. You alright, Eddie? Are you alright, lad? Yeah. And you are, aren't you? Hey? You're a good boy. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Aren't you? Good. Good. Okay, so we've got these pots out. They're just the sort of cheapy terracotta pots that we either found when we got the house, they were knocking around the garden, or we bought a couple of the bits from the car boots. This little section here in the excuse me, in the kitchen garden, we're going to fill with pots, cheap pots that we pick up, so we can have lots of different flowers in to attract the right sort of insects, etc. So I'm going to fill them. I'm not going to use all good compost. I filled with some sort of like semi-rotted down stuff from the compost bins, and then I'll top up with a bag of compost in those 3 and do the same with the remaining 5. So all of this will be lined with flowers, and then that will enable us to do the whole kitchen garden just with the veggies. Also, just over here is what we're calling Kirsten's border. She's going to look after this one, and that again is going to be all flowers, look good from the kitchen window, and yeah, it should work. It's been an absolute cracking day today. Saturday, it's been very warm, really warm all day. Beautiful sunshine, really nice and peaceful and quiet. It's great. Got a few jobs done. I'm enjoying it so much I forgot to actually video any of it, but yeah, it has just been gorgeous. So we've had a good sort out in Kirsten's greenhouse. Sowed a load more seeds today. The ones in the conservatory are coming on really well, so I'll show you that later on or on the next vlog, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's all had a real good sort out. We've got rid of anything that hasn't survived the winter. We've put some stuff out, which is great. Some of the stuff into the main border, some of the perennials. That's had a really good sort out. In this one, I've made another one of those staging, shelving, whatever. But yeah, it's ideal for the greenhouse before I put the tomatoes in. They will come, that will come out when I get the tomatoes in, because they're going to stand just where they are in buckets. But I may well make another one as well, because miraculously it fits by about 1 millimetre. Well, as long as my as long as I'm accurate, just fits another one in there. So that'll be really handy for the next couple of months. And then this can go out, and I'll put it in between the two greenhouses just for storing stuff throughout the summer. So that's good. Right, what else have we done? So I worked on the main border a bit more as well, dug over a bit more. We moved some of the verbena. So as I say, we'd worked on this block yesterday, but on the back there is a load of verbena from here. So just cut off last year's growth and then dug up all the new stuff, transplanted it. And then we made a decision, because I've always wanted, well, I want a pond, basically. I had a pond at my last garden in Lincolnshire 20 years ago, and we've decided we're going to put it there. So this gets partial sun, partial shade, so it doesn't get full sun, so there won't be loads of algae, but it gets enough, we think. So I've dug over that sort of oval there, and that's approximately where it's going to go. I think I'm just going to get pond liner and some sort of fleece for underneath it, rather than getting a sort of a hard plastic one. But I'm going to start digging that out in the next week or so, and then we'll work out the levels, and we'll have a pond to encourage wildlife, frogs, newts, dragonflies, all that sort of stuff. And then Kirsten will plant around it. So I'll do the aquatic plants and the stuff directly around it, and then Kirsten will fill this back border and in front as well. I'm still not sure about this rose. It's it produces really nice flowers, but it's so, it's gone over. But I gave it a massive prune last autumn, and we're giving it one more chance, but I don't know whether that fits in with what we have planned. Oh, and I've relaid some of the bricks down here, which were really uneven. So that's another job out of the way. So yeah, it's been a gorgeous day. Had a bit of rest as well. Took Jenny for a walk with my mum's rescue dog Maggie, who's got a few behavioural problems, so we're trying to train her as well. But yeah, it's been a absolute cracking day. I think favourite day of the year so far in the garden. So I think the wind is back tomorrow, annoyingly, so maybe nothing more tomorrow, but yeah, we'll get through it and then crack on again on Monday. So I just went to our post box and found these. A couple of deliveries today. So this is from Premier Seeds Direct. And it's the remainder of our seeds that we need for the spring. Well, certainly on the veggie side of things. So all of this was $17.86. I thought it was really good prices actually, and only $1.19 for shipping. So I've been buying a lot of them from here through Amazon, but it's like £3. Excuse me. And then these prices are all around the £1 mark. So I will be going direct with them in future. I've used their seeds before and had pretty good success rate. So Savoy cabbage, Medania spinach, zucchini, tomato, Shirley F1, celery, peppermint stick, the Nero Raven and the kale, Swiss chard, magenta sunset, cucumber, La Diva, courgette, ambassador, some pak choi, honey delight on the tomatoes again, Bulgarian giant on leek, and a rubino on spinach. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 packs for $17.86 delivered. Pretty good, I think. And that is who I deal with.